Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified for my latest videos. As we all know, the 3x3 world record average has been broken by 13-year-old Chinese keeper RuiHang Xu with an average of 5.48 seconds. Feliks's was 5.53, so that means RuiHang broke it by 0.05 seconds. This is a major event in keeping history for two things. One, this is the very first time Feliks loses all of his world records to other people, and two, this is one of the very few times Feliks's 3x3 world record average has been broken by someone else. So what's up, YouTube? Today we are going to be breaking down RuiHang Xu's incredible 5.48 3x3 world record average. Let's go. So for inspection, he does an X2 and a Y, and to build a cross, he sees this white blue edge, so he can insert in the back by doing an R prime, B prime, and then he inserts this white orange edge over here by doing a U prime, R2, and then inserts the final top edge by doing a DR. So for the first pair, he does blue and orange. So edges here, corners here. So he does a Y and solves it like this. For the second pair, he sees blue and red. So he does a U, U, and solves these two by doing something like this. Third pair, he sees red-green. So what he does is that he attaches these two, then inserts the pair here using F move. And then for fourth pair, this one, just as a U prime, then solve this pair. OLL gets this T case, and PLL gets an F term. Now in this second solve, he did get an OLL Skip. So anyways, for inspection, he did a Y, and to build a cross, he saw this red-white edge in the bottom, so he wants to attach it to this white center by doing a YR2 prime. Then he wants to insert this orange white by doing an R, and then he does a DUR to not only insert this edge but also create a pair. Then he does a DF to insert the final one, and for some reason he does a Y, but that's okay, and then he just finishes it off with a D. For first pair, he does green-red, so as you can see it's already paired, just needs to be inserted. So he does a U, R prime, U2 prime, R. For the second pair, he sees green-orange, so he does a Y prime, then pairs up these two, and then inserts it. For third pair, he sees the blue and red, this one and this one. So he does something like this, then inserts it in the back. And fourth pair is these two. So this is where the OLL Skip comes, and he gets the RB term. So he does a U2, and quickly recognizes the RB term, and does this algorithm. I'm executing it slowly because it's not my main algorithm. So for inspection, he does a Z prime Y with the yellow facing us, and this time he does yellow cross. So he sees this yellow red already there. He needs to insert the orange yellow, so he sees this one. He inserts it by doing an RU, then does an X prime. Then he wants to insert the green yellow edge, which is far over there. So he does a U D prime simultaneously, then inserts this edge here. Then finishes off the cross and inserts this one by doing a D prime R. For the first pair, he sees these two that will make up the red-blue pair, so he does a Y prime, then solves this one. For the second pair, he sees these two, so he does another Y prime, then solves them like this. Third pair, these two, so he does another Y prime and solves these two. Fourth pair, which can be done without a rotation. And I guess this OL case, what it does is a U2, then does this OL CP out for this OL. And then it gets the UA term, which swaps this one to here, this one to here, this one to here. He does this algorithm, and the cube is solved. This is the best solve out of the 5 solves in this video. This is a 4.06 and has a PLL skip and an easy ZBLL. So for inspection, he does an XZ, and to solve the cross, he sees this Y orange, so you can insert it like that. Then he does a YR, and then solves this one over here by doing an R2 F, but then does an R2 and does not stop the cross like this. He does just an R2 so that he can continue with the first pair. So while the cube is like this, he does a U R prime to connect these two, then insert here. For second pair, he does a Y, then inserts this pair here by doing something like this. For third pair, he was kind of panicking. He's just doing a U prime, then R prime, then this does a U quickly. So he was a bit panicking in this one, but he just solves like this. Then he does a Y and solves this one by doing an L prime, U, L, U. Then this does this to connect these. Then there's a sledgehammer. Then he sees this OL case. So he does a U, then X prime, and does this easy ZBLL and PLL skip with no AUS. This is definitely the worst of all the 5. This is the worst solve, a 7.51, and RuiHang was panicking a lot. So for inspection, he does an X2 Y with the red facing S and yellow F, and then he inserts this edge here by doing an R, U prime, R2, which allows this one to be solved in 2 moves, FD. For first pair, he would have instantly solved this one in the back without breaking up this one by doing something like this and then solving this one. But since he is nervous, he just inserted this one here by doing an R prime, U to R. Then he sees these two, so there's a Y prime, U, and this is when things start going downhill. So he pairs up these two, But then he breaks up these two and just does something like this. Then just instantly solves these two. Now for third pair, so there's a U, U. Then there's a R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. It does nothing but solve this corner. Then there's a Y prime. Then this breaks up these two. There's a Y prime. Then two Y's. And this does a U, U. And solves this one. Solves this one here. And for OL, he gets this case. So this is his OLL for this case. And an ether. So that is it for my reconstruction on RuiHang Xu 5.48 3x3 world record average. Even though the fifth solve was pretty bad, he still managed to break the world record. Huge congrats to RuiHang for breaking this huge accomplishment. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!